Yes, people, greetings. Yeah, well, today, this is my first YouTube video in this manner. And if you notice, today I have a scale, a balance scale, and I have a tape measure. And these are all symbolism. Now, we come to balance certain things and we come to measure some things. Now, the other day, something happened in Jamaica. It's this Kevin Smith situation. Sacrifice, blood sacrifice, animal sacrifice, people sacrifice. No, I just want everyone to understand that I am not here condoning Kevin Smith and anyone who does such sacrifice. I am not here to condone that at all. That is not what this is about. What I am here to do today, to balance and to measure whatever is being said and whatever has been done. Now, let's start with people who are under the Bible Belt, Christian people, church-going people, baptized and born-again Christians, and all of those who want to cast fire and call for the death and destruction of Kevin Smith and all those who are like him. And believe it or not, you have many more who are like Kevin Smith. Now, the question is, was Kevin Smith church and what he was doing was in line with the Bible, or it was not in line with the Bible? Is it the true church, or is it the bogus church, as people would say? I hear many people talking about it. Oh, Kevin Smith church is not the real church. So, all right, let's balance the thing and let's measure it in. So now I don't have the Bible here with me, but I think I read enough in the Bible so I could speak on this. Now, let's examine the Bible and blood sacrifice. In the Bible, you have a man named Abraham, Father Abraham. Now, Abraham was married to his sister, Sarah. And they brought forth a son called Isaac. And now, this is the first place in the Bible where it mentions something about human sacrifice. Now, listen to this. The Bible said that God, this God of this King James Bible, told Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac. Now, Christian people, church-going people, born-again Christians, some Rasta, everyone who is under the Bible Belt, speaking directly to you, please examine these things. Now, Abraham did not ask God how, why, where to sacrifice Isaac. And this is human sacrifice we're talking about here, and it's blood sacrifice we talk about here. Now, Abraham took his son Isaac, didn't even tell him what was going to happen. And when he reached wherever he was going to do the sacrifice and built an altar, he tied up his son Isaac. He tied him up and was getting ready to sacrifice him. Whether cut his throat, stab him, whatever. But the point is, the God, according to the Bible, the God told Abraham to sacrifice his son. And Abraham was going to do it until he heard a ram caught in some bushes crying. And what he did, he took the ram and give blood sacrifice. Same like what Kevin Smith was doing with the cow and the goat them that him have there. Abraham did the same thing. He cut the throat of the ram and he gave it up as sacrifice. Put it on the altar and burn it. Because according to the Bible, when you sacrifice any sacrifice to God and you burn it, this God of the Bible like to smell burnt flesh and burnt blood. So was Kevin Smith wrong? Was he right? Was he in line with what was happening in the Bible? Okay, let's move on from Abraham. Let's go to a man called Noah. Noah built an ark. The whole world was drowned except who was in the ark with Noah. Noah and his family. Now the first thing that Noah did when he walked out of that ark was to get bulls from the cattle that he saved on the ark in the flood to sacrifice them to the God of the Bible, which is blood sacrifice again. Kevin Smith raised cows and he sacrificed them, blood sacrifice. So, was Noah to get whatever you said Kevin Smith should get for doing that? Or no? Or are we going to play hypocrite? Okay. All right, that was Noah. Moses, them do the same thing. Blood sacrifice. Now again, don't get me wrong. I am not supporting blood sacrifice. I am just balancing where it comes to the Bible and the church and what Kevin Smith was doing. And I'm measuring everything too. All right? Now let's move on, because I want to make this quick, to a man called Jesus. Now, Jesus, them say, was the only begotten Son of God of that Bible, the Christian Bible, the King James Bible. Jesus was the only begotten Son of that God. And that God that they talk about gave up his only begotten Son that man could sacrifice him. They caught him, they beat him, they put him on a cross, and they crucified him. And the Bible said he gave his life as a sacrifice. God gave him as a sacrifice, blood sacrifice. And until this day, all born-again Christians are pleading the blood of Jesus on everything. Everything they call for the blood of Jesus. They want to wash in the blood of Jesus. They want to bathe in the blood of Jesus. They want to cover them picnic under the blood of Jesus. They want to cover them wife under the blood of Jesus. Wife want to cover their husband under the blood of Jesus. So, how are we, or how are Christians, church-going people, want to call down all kind of judgment on Kevin Smith? All I'm saying here again, I am not supporting any sacrifice of any animal, any killing of any animal, any bloodshed. I am not supporting or condoning any of that. But I'm just saying, all those who are calling for the death and destruction of Kevin Smith and his church, and the people who go to his church, need to think again. Think of their position. Think of the Bible they walk into church and what is in it. Because some of us don't read it. Some of us don't even try to read it. We hear from the passages that pastor choose to preach from, but we don't read the part that talk about blood sacrifices. We don't hear about that. We don't talk about that. No, as Jesus would say unto them at one point, the Jews, "O ye hypocrites! O ye hypocrites!" And who are calling for the death and destruction of Kevin Smith? He might deserve it, yes, but those who go to church with a Bible have no authority to do that. Those who go to church with a Bible need to keep their mouth shut and be quiet. Let others who don't go to church with a Bible and don't preach from a Bible, let those speak. Let them speak. And again, we are here to balance and to measure. This program is called The Brutal Truth. And I am Ras Igos Moulton. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I hope you will subscribe. Click the subscribe button below. And I would appreciate if you give it likes also. Again, thank you. Thank you.